Stick with us for this wood-fired workshop. We're cooking this amazing multicoloured tomato tart. Hi everyone, welcome to this wood-fired workshop at Manna from Devon Cooking School. In this workshop we're going to be cooking an open tomato tart using these fantastic seasonal tomatoes from the tomato store on the Isle of Wight. Really fantastic. And we get lovely boxes of them, multicoloured as you can see, and brilliant for starring in this little tart. Of course, you may not have these wonderful tomatoes from the Isle of Wight, so any little cherry tomatoes will do. So I've got a piece of puff pastry here, a ready-made puff pastry. Don't hate on me, we can't all do everything. I've got the oven set up and ready to go. So I've given it some preheating. I've got a nice hot floor, which is really important, and I've got sort of 3-4 Mississippis inside there, so nice and hot, which is going to help the pastry rise up, and a really hot floor which is going to cook the bottom and dry out the bottom so I don't get a soggy bottom. I'm going to use a little bit of silicone paper, as you can see here, to put the tart in and out, but this is fantastic stuff. It pretty much gives no barrier between the heat and the bottom of the pastry. It's almost instantaneous, but it really helps when moving things around. So we're going to assemble this tart, and the first thing I'm going to do is just score around the edge so that where I don't cover the top of the pastry, that can puff up easily. So if we come and have a close look at what I'm doing here, so I'm going to make a margin of about 1/2 inch, 15 millimeters, and then just score through here, not all the way through, maybe halfway through the pastry, and that is now going to puff up. I'm using a ruler. You can do it freehand of course, but then I might not have a very steady hand. Lovely. Now I'm going to start covering the base, and the first thing I'm going to do is put some pesto on here. So I've let this down with a little bit of olive oil, which is just going to make it easier for me to spread it over the base. And I only want a sort of hint of this, because really the tomatoes are the star. So I just want this to give a little bit of background. So I'm just sort of spreading that evenly over the surface and trying not to overdo it, because I don't want to overwhelm the tomatoes. I'm also going to add a little hint of onion, so I finely sliced some red onions here, and I've tossed them in olive oil so that they will fry a little bit and not just dehydrate. And I'm spreading these out reasonably evenly, but again I don't want too much because the tomatoes are the star and I don't want to overwhelm them. So now it's time to get a little bit creative with the tomatoes, and you can see I've selected a variety of colours and I've cut them all in half, and I could just scatter these over in a random manner. I'm going to be a bit more geometric today, but feel free to go as you feel. And so I'm going to start lining them up neatly all over the dough. So notice that I'm putting these face up, and that's so that they dehydrate as they are cooking, rather than letting out their water and making the dough all soggy. So I want the tops to be nice and dry. So very satisfyingly laid out in neat and orderly rows, but not necessarily. And to finish this off, I want a little bit of salt. Actually, I want quite a lot of salt, because salt and tomatoes are a marriage made in heaven. We want some olive oil on the tomatoes, and then I've got a little egg wash here, which I'm just going to use to brush what is going to be the raised edge. So that's it, ready to go in the oven. But before I put it in the oven, let's just check that we've got the oven absolutely right. So the floor of the oven heated up to around about 300, but the surface just falling down below under that now. So I've got 288, 250, 260, and that's where I want to be. Not over 300 because that might burn the bottom, but falling below 300 will be perfect. And then in here, 3-4 Mississippi. That's going to get a little hotter when I close the door, of course. So we're going to see this coming up from 150 to sort of 225, maybe even to 250. We wouldn't want it hotter than that. I've got a little bed of embers sat over on the left hand side. They're keeping the heat elevated but not really burning, so they're not going to scorch the top. And the silicone allows me to move that carefully into the oven. Obviously I don't want to jerk it at all because we'd have tomatoes going everywhere. I'm going to, wrong door. I'm going to close the door, but leave the door open a tiny bit because I want any steam to be able to escape from the oven as those tomatoes dry out and concentrate their flavour. I'm expecting this tart to take around about 20 minutes, so we'll check back in 10. The thermometer here sitting nicely between 200 and 250. If I slide this in, everything is steaming nicely. We've got a little bit too much colour on one side, I'd say, so perhaps a little bit too much radiant heat from the embers. So I'll try and keep it a little bit further away and carefully trying to spin this around. I'm going to push that right over as far right as I can. And push those embers. Can't get it any further, that's it. Okay, and we'll give that another 8 or 10 minutes. Our 20 minutes are up. Let me first of all show you this little workaround I did here. Because we were getting too much deflected heat off the embers, I just put another heat deflector there to protect this side. So a little bit of micromanagement. I'm all for a little bit of micromanagement. Now if we have a look at this, the crust is looking nicely risen and nice and crisp. The tomatoes are cooked, but I wouldn't mind seeing them just dry out a little bit more and lose a little bit more moisture. So I'm going to leave them in, and I'm going to leave the door off so that we don't get too much more heat, but we just get a little bit of dehydration, and give them 5 or 10 minutes like that in a cooler, much cooler oven, but still losing some moisture out of the tomatoes. So with the oven only just over 100 degrees or so, we can still hear that things are cooking inside the oven, just very, very gently. That's been a little over 10 minutes, sitting in the oven, with the air temperature inside the oven just over 100 degrees. But still sizzling away, dehydrating these tomatoes. They've shriveled down a little bit more, and that will have concentrated the flavour beautifully. So we've got a lovely crisp crust, nicely cooked bottom, delicious multicoloured tomatoes on top. And that's our multicoloured open tomato tart using fantastic Isle of Wight tomatoes. We will of course provide the recipe and details on our blog and put a link to that below. And if you've got any questions about this or any other aspect of wood-fired cooking, please do put them in the comments and we will respond to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.